Good morning, ladies and gents. Welcome to Build Exclusively with Antonio T. Smith Jr. Today is Thursday, or y'all know on Thursdays anything can happen, okay? August 17th, 2023, as of this recording. And so I'm excited today because today is the Exploring Alignment Conference. Woo! So we're going to have a great time. I already know, okay? I don't know what's going to happen, but I just always know if y'all know that Antonio guy, he always tops himself with conferences. Okay. So glad to have everybody on. I'm about to get out of the way of greatness and hand it over to the young lady to my right. She's on my right side on this one. The young lady who loves being creative and has that creative side always flowing. Sometimes you can't get to sleep because it's always flowing, but she's always here to help you with any and everything that you need here at ATS and outside of ATS. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Deanna Marie.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. First announcement for the Exploring Alignment Conference. Those of you who have registered for the conference, purchase a ticket for the conference, you shall be receiving your registration emails between 10 a.m. and noon. So keep an eye on your emails. Again, for those of you who have registered for the conference, you should be receiving your registration email between 10 a.m. and 12 noon. Next on the agenda.
That's Central Time?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Central Time. Between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, you shall be receiving your registration email for the conference with your link to go watch the conference. All right.
I was wondering, what time does it officially start?
When you get the registration email, everything will be in the registration email.
Okay.
All right. Next on the agenda is, oh wait, no, that's not it. There it is. The next Ascension Conference will be September 27th, which is a Wednesday. This conference will be a free 99. Once we open up registration for that, you will have the link for that for your registration. So the next Ascension Conference is September 27th, which is a Wednesday. And we'll get you registration links for that. WonderCon. Whoop, 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 whoop. WonderCon will take place this year from December 12th to December 18th. Yeah, I know, pretty long, huh? So this year, WonderCon will be a 5-day from December 12th to December 18th, 5-day exploration and attendees. And it offers attendees an immersive experience that includes both in-person and virtual options. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So if you are not able to attend in person, you will be able to attend via virtual so you don't miss anything. Now, throughout the conference, the principles that will be the guiding principles of this year's WonderCon is the complexity. Complexity is the enemy of execution. That's one thing that we will be discussing. Complexity is the enemy of execution. We'll also be discussing how our culture reinforces blame of others. We will discuss that words have a biochemical effect on the body, which is so true. On my journey, I read about the guy who studied the snowflakes and how when he wrote a certain word on one thing and a certain word on another thing, how the snowflakes came out, and then There was the study about the two plants, how they put the two plants in a building with, and they told the kids to go up to this plant and say only nice things, and then go up to this plant and say all, mean, nasty things. And the plant that they said mean, nasty things to, it didn't grow and nourish properly. But the one that they said positive words to, it like bloomed wonderfully. So I used to actually write, just take my finger and draw happy words like joy, smile, happy, excited on my arm, and it really does change your mood. So that is, words do have a biochemical effect on your body. We're also going to be discussing how you can't feel grateful and fearful at the same time. Can't do it. Can't do it. And then the other thing that we're going to be discussing during WonderCon is how we are suffering so much because we are overlooking the gifts around us. So with WonderCon, it's going to be 5 days. Day 1 is evaluation day, where you reflect on where you are and assess your current state. And then identify areas of improvement and growth, and then pinpoint the roadblocks that are holding you back. That's just day 1. So day 1, we account for. Day 1 is accountability day. Then day 2 is discover day, where you rediscover your passions and your strengths, where you realign with your core values and reconnect with your true self. And day 3 is relationship day, where you deepen your connections with others and understand how your relationships can shape your destiny, both personally and professionally. And then day 4 is transformation day. And transformation day is where we embrace change and implement strategies to shift your mindset, where you break free from the limiting beliefs and habits that are holding you back. That's day 4 of WonderCon. And then we turn it around and we close it all out with day 5, Ascension Day, where you elevate yourself to new heights. You celebrate your accomplishments and envision your future success. So that's WonderCon. Again, WonderCon takes place. It's going to be in Houston this year, December 12th through 18th, 2023. And again, it is both an in-person experience, and you have virtual options available to you as well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste these packages in Line App for you. Not Line App. I'm so sorry. I'm so used to saying Line App, but it's not Line App. It's actually the chat for the conference. So excuse me. I'm going to place the packages in. I'm going to place the packages in the chat for you guys. And if you are interested and ready to get your tickets today, what you can do is you can contact Miss Grace, and she will get you started on that. Now, Grace, check your Line App so you can. All right. So the first package that we have available. Now, we've all been to an Antonio T. Smith Jr. conference. WonderCon is the conference. So I'm going to paste. Here are the packages. Here are the in-person packages for you guys. And again, when you're ready, reach out to Grace and we will get you guys started. Trying to separate these out, but it's just being so special. There it is. Finally, y'all. Finally. It's still early for me. I went to bed a little late. All right. Those are the in-person pricings. And here are the virtual pricings. All right. Now, with all purchases, you are able to, if I want to make sure, yes, you are able to receive the replays for this. There we go. So these are the prices for both the in-person packages and the virtual packages. Now, the silver package is $7.99. It's for all 5 days of the in-person WonderCon. It's general seating, and you get conference materials. The gold package, you get all 5 days, premium seating, a daily lunch, and conference materials. They all come in conference materials. But with the diamond package, you get a VIP meet and greet with Antonio and exclusive conference materials Plus, you get a daily lunch and dinner with the speakers. Now, with the virtual packages, you get all 5 days. You get an exclusive Q&A session with Antonio and the speakers from the conference, and you get digital conference materials. With the virtual gold conference, you get all 5 days with the digital conference material. And with the silver package, you get all 5 days with digital access to the keynote sessions only. So again, when you are ready, please reach out to Grace. We are super excited and we are looking forward to seeing you at the Ascension Conference in September 27th, as well as WonderCon on December 12th through December 18th. I'm going to try to get him to get WonderCon like at, Disney World or something next year. It would be awesome. I'm a big kid, man. What can I say? Right after the conference, y'all could catch me in one of the theme parks, okay? Just saying. Preferably, there's one theme park at Disney World where it's not Universal Studios, but they have like this dinosaur ride where dinosaur actually chases you. And it's pretty awesome. Then they have this one ride where you're like going through this haunted house and you're looking in mirrors, and like in this one, there's some mirrors where when you look at them, you have like a ghost sitting right next to you. I got a picture of me kicking one and my uncle trying to put my leg down. Like, I was going straight for the chin. But it was funny. Then at the end of it, it just dropped. Like it's like it's taking you spiral. But you don't realize that you're going up, and then all of a sudden it opens up and you see the view of the park, and as far as your eyes can see, and then all of a sudden you just drop and it takes you back up and drop. It's one of the greatest rides ever. Okay. So hopefully we can have, now that he's on, I can say it out loud in front of everybody so he can hear it again. Hopefully we can have WonderCon, at Disney World next year. That would be so awesome. All right. Oh, we got a nod, Grace. You saw that nod with the facial expression? That was that's something to consider. So we may be in Disney World next year. You fought a ghost? Well, come on, Grace. Grace, what we gonna do is, Renee, what we gonna do is we love them. But me and you and Grace, we gonna explore because we the big kids. We gonna go to the theme parks, the men gonna be doing the work and we gonna be at the theme park. Hey, Brother Henry. All right, so again, I want to let everyone know, those who have registered for the Exploring Alignment Conference, the alignment sticks out in my head, but I always miss the exploring part. The Exploring Alignment Conference, you shall be receiving registrations in your emails between 10 a.m. and noon. So be on the look.
No, I'm doing it right now.
Oh, okay. So y'all check your emails for your registration. Make sure you're checking your emails for your registration. We have the Ascension Conference that will be September 27th, which is a Wednesday. Whoop, whoop, Ascension Conference. And then we have WonderCon that will be from December 12th to December 18th. And the packages are in the chat. We have the in-person packages and we have the virtual packages. We have the diamond package, which is the diamond package includes all 5 days of WonderCon in person, VIP seating, a private meet and greet with Antonio, a daily lunch and dinner with the speakers, and exclusive conference material. Then you have the gold package, which is all 5 days. You get premium seating with a daily lunch and conference materials. And then you have the silver package for the conference, which is all 5 days, general seating and conference materials. Then you have the virtual packages. The virtual packages, you have the diamond package, which is all 5 days. You get an exclusive Q&A session with Antonio and the other speakers, and you get digital conference materials. So for those of you who can't make it in person, no worries at all. We do have the virtual option. That's the diamond package. The gold package is access to all 5 days of WonderCon and the digital conference. And then you have the silver package, which is all 5 days of the virtual conference and the digital access to the keynote sessions only. So y'all come see us at WonderCon. Everything is in the chat. Come see us at WonderCon. And again, for those of you who will be joining us today for the Exploring Alignment Conference, please check your emails. Check your emails. Your conference registration should be popping up in those emails now. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us on this beautiful morning. I'm so happy to see you guys. Today, we're going to be talking about trusting the process. Today, we're going to be talking about trusting the process while on this spiritual journey. The unfolding path when it comes to your spiritual journey, let me tell you something, for those of you who are on it, for those of you who are on your plateau, for those of you who are on your mountain peak, and for those of you who are just starting, it is a forever unfolding path. That's why you have to trust the process. Antonio teaches us you have to have faith to get started and faith to keep going. When I hear him say that, in what my head tells me is, okay, Deanna, you need to have faith every second of every day of every hour. Because let me tell y'all something. If y'all anything like me, I wake up and I'm like, I ain't doing nothing today. I don't want to do this. I quit. How many of y'all quit every morning on your journey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 3. Anyone else? Who else? Who else quit on your journey every day? It's just us 3? Oh, okay, it's just us 3, y'all. So I'm gonna talk to Grace and Renee. I'm gonna talk to Grace and Renee. Okay.
No, I quit every day.
Man, oh, okay, there we go. That crazy. You are speaking on this. My angels have been Oh, Grace, Law been waking up at Jesus o'clock every morning for the last 3
Jesus
days.
o'clock. Okay, he needs you to do something, Law.
Man, yeah. He waking you up when he up.
Yana,
Yes, ma'am.
I don't really quit. I keep going, but then I get so frustrated. Last night, I was looking at the papers and asking Phil something, and finally I just threw them on the ground. I let them lay there for a while, just looked at them, and then I nicely picked them up again and put them in the right order and kept going.
These things happen.
I know.
Man.
It's overwhelming sometimes when you're trying to do things that are different, especially.
Okay, because and Miss Susan, thank you, because you rock as always. So I sat on a call and this lady was asking me, she was like, well, Renee, do you have this different things for your business? And I'm like, no, I don't. And she was talking to me and I was getting so mad. I wasn't mad at her. I was just getting mad. I was just getting mad by the minute. And I got off the phone with her and Jay said, Renee, are you okay? And I said, no. And I said, man, I was like, I don't have this, that, and this. And I'm talking about, having the business. And I was like, I said, this is the kind of stuff that makes people just want to be employees for the rest of their life because this is hard. I was like, I really just wanted to give up in that moment. But then Jay was encouraging me and was like, no, Renee, you're gonna do this. You're, what I'm saying, just take time out every day and you're gonna do this. It's worth it. And I was like, oh, and I wanted to give up. I never wanted to give up more than I wanted to give up right there. And that was a few days ago. And I said, nope, I had my little Angela Bassett moment where I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, cuss and fuss and all that. But then I said, relax. You know what you're doing. Just take the time and go for it. But the process is, ooh, oh my gosh. I was mad at that woman in a way too for calling me out. But I said that a little, but she was right. But I just didn't like it.
Man, look, let me tell y'all something. Look, Law said, what I'm hearing, a tantrum is best. Now, let me tell y'all something. I am queen. Let me rephrase. I used to be queen of adult temper tantrums. Let me tell y'all something. When I get
Liana,
yes, ma'am.
in our household, we called those hissy fits.
Yes, I
I
remember.
hadn't heard that. I
Oh,
hadn't heard that in a minute. Hissy fit.
It's
That's
been a
it.
while.
one of our
Yes.
daughters was having a hissy fit.
Well, look, my hissy fits. Let me tell you something. But I have learned to be emotionally intelligent and control my emotions. But let me tell y'all something. Them tantrums, them hissy fits, I was having those once a month. That's when I knew, okay, I'm too grown for these tantrums. But that's what happens when you're on the unfolding path of your spiritual journey and you don't pay attention. You're not present. You get hit with the inconsistencies. You don't know how to handle the inconsistencies. You have a spiritual practice, but do you really have a spiritual practice? Like you say, this is what I do, but do you really do it? It's one of those kind of things. But on this unfolding path, your spiritual journey is rarely a straightforward path. Rarely, like 0.001% of it is like a straight path. The rest of it is a freaking roller coaster. It go up and go up slow. Like, I mean, imagine, just think, I want everyone to picture your life. Now picture every time something amazing happens, it's like a slow increase. Like the roller coaster, it goes slow. And then you hit that peak and you be like, yeah, let's do it. And then all of a sudden it just dropped. I mean, picture your life. Imagine every aspect of your life. You know, you getting up there, you going. You making moves, you got everything going straight, and you get to the top, you get to the peak, and then all of a sudden that front car do this, and then it's just whoop, and it's just straight down shot. It's not connected to no gears, no chains, nothing. It's just free falling. And then when you think, okay, I got some stability, it'll loop the loop. Your whole life just flip upside down. And it doesn't take a long time to do it. It just does it real quick. But by the time you get back stable, your adrenaline is still running from the loop to loop that your life just did, where you're about to hit another loop to loop and you're not realizing it and you're not prepared, and that second loop to loop knocked the wind out you. And then if you've ever been to Astroworld in Houston, Texas, RIP Astroworld, before they tore it down, if you ever heard of greased lightning, it shoots you real fast. And it takes you backwards first, like really fast, just real fast. And then it take you up, and then it drops you and brings you really fast forward, then it loop the loop, and then it take you up again, and it leave you there for a second, and then it drops you again and flips you again. That, to me, that's life. Life will jerk you backwards real fast, and it will shove you forward real fast, and it take you for a couple of loop-de-loops. And before you can catch your breath, it takes you up on this high peak, and you just sitting there and you're like, man, this is amazing. And then it drops you backwards one more again. That's how I feel life is. Or if you ever been on the Texas Cyclone in San Antonio, the largest wooden roller coaster in the state of Texas, that sucker right there was scared. No, it's called the Rattler.
Yeah, that's the Rattler. Texas Cyclone was at Astroworld.
No. RIP Astroworld. The Rattler is the largest wooden roller coaster, and the reason why they call it the Rattler is because it actually rattles as the as the cars are going on it. It rattles, and it kind of sways a little bit too, like, you know. Uncle Rummy Rome, you are enrolled. Please check your email for registration. And it rattles and it kind of shakes a little bit too. To me, life is like a roller coaster. I think that's why we can't enjoy the process so much, because roller coasters catch us off guard, even though we see it coming. Like, think about it. You see what's coming ahead of you, but you don't expect the physical reaction from the loop-de-loops. Like, you see it coming. Like, okay, I'm finna hit a loop. But it comes so fast, you haven't prepared yourself for the loop. And that's when you got to have faith. Because when you hit that loop, it's going to do something to your gut. And you're going to have faith that your gut will stay where it's at during that loop-de-loop. Then it's going to drop you. When you get dropped, you have to have faith that your gut is going to stay where it's at in that loop-de-loop. I mean, your gut is going to stay where it's at during that drop. So our spiritual journeys are not straightforward paths. They are the amusement parks, the roller coasters of our life. They're winding paths, but if we go at them as a kid with the mind of a kid, it'll be more of a path of exploration and self-discovery than a path of fear, a path of resistance, a path of I quit. And that's what I've been learning. And by embracing the as Sheena wisely said, the scheduled scheduled inconsistencies in our lives, when we embrace those, it allows us to trust the process more. Remember yesterday I told y'all the story of the little girl and her dad driving through the storm? When you're on this unfolding path of your spiritual journey, it is extremely important who is in your passenger seat. Because if the person in your passenger seat is not telling you keep going, it may be time to swap out your passenger seat. Just go ahead, pull over, drop them off wherever they need to go, and either drive by yourself, or if you have someone that's like, man, I'll go with you. I'm riding with you. Let's do this. Put them in the passenger seat. Because when you hit a storm, they're going to say, no, fool, keep going. Excuse me. That's how I talk to Grace. Keep going. Don't stop. She told me the same thing too. She told me, that fool, keep going. Don't stop. That's our affectionate term for each other, fool, because we both know we fools. But if that person on your passenger side is not saying keep going, if that person on your passenger side is not saying, hey, fool, we finna hit a loop-de-loop. Brace yourself. We finna hit a loop-de-loop. Brace yourself. We gonna get through it, but brace yourself, because this is a big one. If you don't have someone standing by, if you don't have the right person in your passenger seat, you will park in your storm and you will never move. So on this unfolding path, your spiritual journey is not about being in control. Your spiritual journey is about exploring and self-discovery. And if you're always trying to control everything around you, you're going to destroy your path. You're going to alter your path in a way that does not fit you, especially if you're doing it through your avatar. No one should take a spiritual journey through their avatar, because what you get is not who you are. It's who your avatar is. So if you meditating and praying through your avatar, bless your soul. Because you're going to be confused about every message you get. God going to be slapping you in your face and you just going to think it's a strong breeze. God going to be popping you in the back of your head and you just going to think you tripped forward. Be clear that on this unfolding path, it's a winding path. It's not a straightforward path. So the first question I want to ask everyone today is, how can we trust the process and have faith in this unfolding path of our spiritual journey? How can we trust the process? Actually, that's where I'm gonna leave it at. How can we trust the process? Because going through this process, it's hard. That's why you have to have faith. It's hard to believe in something you can't see. And right now, none of us can see the next hour. None of us can see the next day. So we just have to have the faith to keep going. So how do we trust this process? Go ahead, Prophet. That's a good question, Trinace. Prophet, if you talking, we can't hear you.
My finger's too fat.
What's your name? Your name again, son?
I got it. I got it. Greetings. Trusting the process is to the point you have to look forward. You have to keep your head up. You have to look forward. Even though they say look through your spiritual eyes, and sometimes when you go into something, you want to look through your spiritual eyes. You just want to be like, hey, I want this over. And it's like being here since Tuesday, it's like, okay, I'm used to just being home with the queen, laughing and talking, and I'm still here till tomorrow. So it's like, okay, I still have to trust the process of God is saying something to me to keeping me here longer. And because he's keeping me here longer for a reason. I maybe need the rest. I maybe need to hear from him more. You know, sometimes you go with life, being married or non-married, and you go through so much stuff. Sometimes you can't hear because you're going through so much that you have to just really take out the time and say, gotta make you God source, whatever, will make you take out the time to hear him. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, is this the time that I love spending time with Queen, but is this the time that it's just me and you with God? Is this just a test? What is this? But in the midst of it, I know I'm gonna come out victorious. In the mix of it, I know in that process that I'm gonna be healed because this asthma is acting up worse than it. Because usually I'm in the hospital 1 or 2 days. Now almost 5 days. That's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you have to trust the process, be like, okay, I know I'm gonna come out of this. I know I'm gonna come out of this, even though I'm in this right now. Just thank you. Thank you for letting me share.
No.
Oh, and Bishop, I didn't get greetings, Bishop. I didn't get no email. I checked both of my emails and I didn't get it yet.
Okay, check spam, and in the meantime, I'll re-push it back out to everybody, just in case that happens. I'm assuming it's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna happen to everybody. I got you. What I'll do is I'll push it back out, and then I'll send y'all a temporary password, probably right here or to you, so you can take matters into your own hands.
I'm thinking the people who didn't get emails, they got a Gmail account.
Oh, that's possible. I thought I fixed that, but maybe not for this particular dump.
Okay.
Not for Assembly of Wanderers, though.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Did you get yours, Grace?
No, because that's what made me think about it.
Let me see real quick.
I did, but mine was in the junk.
That's a good thing. Hold on, everybody. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
so I'll
Everybody,
check
everybody's saying something. Y'all got Gmails. We need to fix that, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to fix that.
Thank you.
All right, good. So let me. Okay, I'll be messaging y'all privately. Keep going.
Okay, I am making a note. All right. I want to thank you, Prophet, because go ahead, Mr. Did you unmute Mr. Phil? Oh, okay. Thank you, Prophet, for your transparency, because So there's a difference between self-isolation and being on your spiritual journey and being forced in isolation. There is a difference. But I'm gonna come back to that because both Renee and Trinace had the same question about how do you know if you're in your avatar? Okay. Oh, go ahead, Brother Henry.
Sorry, we're trying to work through technical issues, trying to get my two computers running to be here. So my question is, so I have students in class here, but I got a few students here that's online for the conference in a little bit. I'm trying to get all my students in to be able to view the conference. So all the students in person with me will be on one computer as soon as I get this one to work, because it's clearly not working. But my online students, how do I get them into the conference? How do I get my online students? Because I got 3 or 4 of them, maybe 4 or 5 of them in here right now, but they're virtual. So some are in Texas, California, like they're in different places.
The Kiefer's Academy is nationwide, y'all. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
You're muted, sir.
Yeah, you're in.
My bad. So what we'll do is, Johnny, you'll end this at 9, and then you'll get all of y'all to get links, a Zoom link, and then I'll stream it live right there. Plus, you'll have access.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Okay, all right, we'll be ready by now. We're getting it together.
All right, cool. Grace, if you can go ahead while she talking and set up a Zoom link.
Okay.
Yeah, call it the name of the conference.
All right. Okay, so to answer Trinace's and Renee's question, I can't tell you when you're in your avatar, but I can tell you how it feels to be in your avatar. You do one thing, but you feel another. So let's say you are, so for me, my avatar was, I love everybody, I love everybody, I love everybody, but I'm gonna protect myself. You can't love people and block yourself off from people. So I would come off real professional when the kid in me just wants to hug all over you and send you rainbows and butterflies and unicorns and see if and ship you clouds made of cotton candy. So when you are doing something that doesn't feel good, but it's you're used to it, is comfortable. If you're in your comfort, you're in your avatar, if that makes sense. Because who you are, there's no comfort in who you are as far as and Antonio, if you can help me out with this, there's no there's no he's more. I
was hoping you wouldn't ask because the answer is brutal.
Oh, well, because for me, I talk through my feelings. So trying to tell you how I feel is like trying to get a kid to tell you what they thinking.
That's fair.
Yeah, so I can only tell you it's you're doing the opposite, living in, when you know you're in your avatar, when you're doing the opposite of what it is you know you should be doing. Like me, if you were here when we first started, when I first started, I was very, so this is what you do, this is how you do it, and this is what we're gonna do, and this and this and this and this and this and this and this. Now, Uncle Romy Rome, Mr. Phil, Miss Susan, Grace, and Antonio can account for that. But they can also tell you how I talk to y'all today is nothing like the way I used to talk then. Then I was very professional. Today, if I mess up, it's like, oh, well, I have created words. But the how I used to be, if I messed up, you would see it because the nervousness would show, my voice would shake because I was talking through my avatar, and my avatar was be professional, be this, be that, be this, be that. But me being me with no avatar, you get the mistakes, you get the brain farts, you get the the structured but unstructured conversations. So I hope that kind of helps. And then Antonio, you can.
Yeah, the answer is brutal. You're going to check your harvest because avatars don't get blessed by God. They don't exist.
That part.
You get blessings, not your representative. So if you don't have what you desire, that's because you are not who you require. End of answer.
Bars.
The conference has not started. What do you,
You know, oops.
I want to share with someone not someone. I want to share with y'all what I heard last night. I shared it with Antonio. I was listening to stuff in the background while I'm working, and I was listening to Arrested Development, and George Michael Bluth, the grandson, his dad was
hold on, D. What's her name? Renee. She's not talking about the singing group, okay? Because that's immediately where my mind went. She talked about the TV show.
I forgot there was a singer called Arrested Development.
No, I didn't know there was a TV show. It's only a singing group.
I knew about the group
only
too,
a singing
but
group.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because they always had locks, all of them. So it was pretty
All
cool.
of them.
There's only a singing group.
It was a TV show. The TV show Arrested Development.
Shame
and
on
the grandson, I figured it was a show. Thank you, Law. And the grandson, George Michael Bluth, his dad was telling him, go have fun. You should have more fun. Da 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 da. And George Michael Bluth said, well, fun and fear start off the same way. I was like, pause. Wait a minute. Fun and fear start off the same way. It's like, and I had to think on it for a second. But if you think about it, that's how our journey is. No, he said fun and failure start off the same way, not fun and fear. Fun and failure start off the same way. And I was sitting here and I was like, how many times on my journey has something started off fun and ended up a complete fail? And I'm not talking about the things that like this, because this is fun for me. But the things that when you're in your avatar, you make a decision to have fun and you end up failing. Yeah, it starts off the same way. You feel like, oh, this is going to be great. And then you get into it. You're like, wait a minute, hold up. That ain't what, this is not fun. But on your journey, trust the process and have faith. So how else can we, and Antonio said we're going to shut this down at 9. So we got 15 minutes.
Yes,
so what
let me
I'm going
interrupt
to
you
do,
real quick. Grace,
go ahead.
did you get my message? So
Yeah.
hey, send to me first because there's
It's
people
in-
not on your list.
Oh, okay. It's in your lineup.
All right, thank you so much. And sure appreciate you. And Grace is sending y'all the Zoom link right now. And I'm going to make this easier for you since you get to keep the video for life. You're going to be able to, I'll just email all of y'all your username and password. You can change it if you want to. Y'all grown. And yeah, I should have fixed the Gmail. We'll see though. I need to send a little test link out to see if we fixed it. I should have fixed it. All right, keep going. And then what I'll do is I'll show a small little, actually you need to end right now. So I can show a little preview.
All right. Hey, kids.
Yeah,
All right, everyone. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We definitely love you. We appreciate you. You can plan better. You can dominate.
No, I'm going to show a little preview. They ain't got to hang up. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, think funny first.
Think funny first. You know what? Okay. I now understand why biblically it says go to him as a child, because children, like the wonderful kids that are in the Keefer's box right now, the Keefer's, their imaginations are so crazy that anything is possible to them. When you have the mind of a kid, anything is possible. You are not in a box. The world is your coloring book, and the universe is your playground. And you can be able to do the most amazing things because your law of attraction is so strong, because nothing is impossible. So for me, I challenge everyone, wherever you are in life. I don't care your age. I don't care your status. You can sweep that under the rug and never look back at it again. Or you can take it, sweep it, and let it flow with the wind, however you choose to do it. But I challenge you to start today and remember your childhood. Got to be careful, because not everybody had a great childhood, but remember to your imagination. The question I want you to ask yourself every time you come up against a challenge is, if I had all the money in the world and all the time in the world, what would I do with this? If you're writing a book, if I had all the money in the world and all the time in the world, what would I do with this? If you're launching a new product, if I had all the money in the world and if I had all the time in the world, how would I do this? Because money and time are the two greatest things that we are most concerned about. But if you sit and think, because kids don't think about money and kids don't think about time. All they think about is, how can I make this the greatest thing on earth? How can I be the greatest on earth? That's all they think about. Don't be worried about money. Like, man, we force the worry of money on kids. We force the worry of time on kids. Before us, they're free thinkers. So I challenge every last one of you, right where you are on this day. Something's going to happen today, and I want you to go at it, asking yourself the question of, if this was not a factor, what would I do? And see how creative you get when you remove all boundaries. That's the wonderful thing about children. They have no boundaries when it comes to their imagination. And their imagination is where they create the greatest things. And that's why children are such magnets to the universe, because they have no limits with their imagination and they feel what they imagine. So I challenge all of my people on this call this morning, the next time you come up against something, remove your limitations and think with an unlimited thought process and imagine the heck out of it and see what happens. You saw me, Grace? You saw me? I did good, didn't I? So with that being said, I now pass this over to the man, the myth, the legend himself. He just from the island, but he ain't from the island. The one, the only, Antonio T. Smith Jr.
All right, thank you so much. I decided against the preview, so y'all should have just bought the conference. Didn't take me that long at all to decide against it. You should have bought the conference. It's $97 now for the video. I'm keeping my word on that. In addition to that, the Ascension Teachings is free. Deanna, if you can remind us of the date, please.
The date for the Ascension Teachings is September 27, 2023, which is on a Wednesday.
There you go. September 27th, 2023. And the next two conferences, or the next three conferences, next four conferences, two of them are free and two of them are paid. So be ready for that. Of course, some of you, we'll just call you VIPs, already have one ticket for the big one for sure. You already have that. So you don't have to worry about that as well. And the WonderCon is a 5-day conference that is both in person and virtual as well. So we will see you for that one. That one is actually paid. 5 days is too much to give away for free.
And that's December 12th, which is a Tuesday, through December 18th, which is the following Monday.
Completely, totally immersive. So if you've ever been to a Tony Robbins conference, and that's what the WonderCon is. All right, that's exactly what that is. God bless you. There will be tears. There will be blood. That's for sure. All right, that is it. Grace, did you send everybody the conference thingies?
I'm still sending to people's emails, so I'm still
Then we're
sending to
stalling. Then
them.
we're
Okay,
stalling.
I'm
All right.
almost there.
If you're still sending, we're stalling. So you're good. How many more sendings you got to send? Deanna, help out. Divide and conquer. That might get them a replay. I don't know. I mean, it might get them a little bit.
I need 7. I got 7 more.
7 more. All right. Give some to Deanna. Give some to Deanna. Yes. Tell her the names. Go ahead.
The ones. Okay. So I have Prophet J, Miss Brenda. I'm gonna send you the copy of the 7 people.
Give her only the names she needs to send to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So Prophet Jerry. Okay, but I'll tell you right now. Prophet Jerry, Miss Brenda, Otis, and Devin Wilkins, and then I'll do the bottom, the last.
Yeah, I already sent to Devin, so she's good.
Oh, okay. What about
All
Ashley Johnson? Did you send to Ashley?
I just sent to Ashley as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then it's Dr. Sugar, Brother Henry, Otis, Brenda, and Miss Brenda and Prophet Jerry. That's left. So
Cool. So what do y'all want me to do? Let's see. I'll let Jerome decide. We got to stall a little bit for this to play. What's going to happen before I let Jerome decide? What's going to happen is you're going to get the live, and then you're going to get the Netflix like website that allows you to stream it consistently, and you will get it in 7 different videos. You'll get it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you'll get the full conference. So they're kind of broken up in pieces. 2 of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, are 2 hours because you didn't have no choice. But the other ones are a tad bit shorter stuff. So you get them in 7 manageable pieces. You get to watch it like, TV. Jerome, you understand? You know how this go. You get to watch it like TV and stuff like that. So good. And it is a TV production. That's why the conference is on a TV station. It is a TV production. I don't do anything small. I can't. I don't even have it in my framework to do things small anymore. It's hard for me to go that. Jerome, so what should I do? We got to stall as they need links and stuff, and I see a bunch of fine people here. What should
my brain says, if we're getting the recording,
yes, sir.
You can do whatever you want to do, sir. Why? Because I can watch anytime I want to.
This is true. This is true.
So make it do what it do.
Lifetime recording too. Lifetime recording.
Duh.
Yep. Absolutely. And what I also, we'll come back to that later, but yeah, lifetime recording too. Absolutely. So we're definitely doing that. So hopefully y'all like some of the music behind the scenes stuff. Yes, ma'am, Grace.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think I raised my hand. I didn't mean to raise my hand. I'm getting some stuff done. I'm getting these emails done.
Okay. All right. So Brother Henry got his stuff because he changed his password. Now, was he a Gmail? Let me look real quick. It's possible.
No, he wasn't a Gmail.
All right. So
Grace, I got mine.
Yeah.
Okay. You got to. Okay. Rome got his Zoom link because I sent it to Rome through my Gmail. That's what everybody that got a Gmail. I sent it to.
Yeah. They updated their stuff, and I hadn't thought about Assembly of Wonders. I fixed AntonioTSmeJr.com. I hadn't thought about Assembly of Wonders because we don't really send out emails from Assembly of Wonders. But there you go. All right. So I'm gonna start by giving you some secrets, and I'm looking at the clock as well. I'm not really a conference doer. I'm definitely, you're not going to get an email. Just get Grace Zoom link, Prophet Jerry, and you're gonna get an email from everybody has a Gmail. You're gonna get an email from AntonioTSmeJr.com because I know that will work. I know that will work. But you're not gonna, that'll be after the conference, as I have to sit here for hours now and make sure that happens. So there you go. And I'll play the conference in 6 pieces, and we'll have a short dialogue in between each one, blah, 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 blah,
Emails
blah.
went out. Prophet, you should have your My emails went out. Prophet, you should have your email now.
And I'm
Send,
done with my
send,
emails.
send to phones too. Send the phones. Take the
Okay.
same link. Send it to phones too. Yeah, let's not trust the internet. Send it to phones as well. Send it to phones as well. We'll take that. We'll take that. And shout out to all the Kikafers Academy and all the kids. You're gonna love it. Yes, you're gonna love it. There is a mud fight in there with some pigs. No, I'm just joking. Not even close. I just figured I'd say something crazy. Go ahead, Prophet Jerry.
Bishop.
Yes, sir.
Just to be respectful. Just take meds. So you know what that do.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But I'm glad I got the video that I can check it out. So
check it out. Plus,
just
you got
no
the video
disrespect
live.
to you.
Nah, I got you. You get to check out the recording as well.
Okay, so appreciate you.
Yeah, no doubt. You're in the place of medicine. And that's and they're not giving you no Tylenol. You understand? Yeah, they are. I got the email for this. Yep, get it. Stream it. I logged in. Not sure. You can't do nothing yet. Yeah. You ain't got it. You right now. Zoom is your number one priority. Yeah. Zoom is your number one priority. Yeah. If any of y'all got to the website, you can't do nothing yet. It's on purpose because everything's classified. G14 classified. You can't do nothing yet. Period. Yeah. No. It's all classified. So right now, your best bet is Zoom. And if you miss, worry not, because missing is part of the process due to the fact that you get to watch the replay for life. So you're good to go. It's not an issue for any of you. Not an issue. All right. Grace, you sent all your emails and text messages?
Yes.
Deanna, did you send all your emails and text messages?
Yes, I did.
Outstanding. So I'll end you with some sort of secret. I'm not really a conference doer. I'm definitely a conference speaker. That's for sure. I speak at them all the time. That's for sure. However, at this point, I'm using conferences differently than I have before. And as usual, Susan, I'm strategically thinking about the long-term game. Of course I am. And I'm not really concerned with lead generation for conferences. I don't even really care who shows up, even though I can kind of get away with that saying that, Jerome, because a lot of people show up because I got a lot of fans, right? So it's always rich people always like, well, money doesn't matter. Well, you know what? It don't matter to you, buddy. So, you got to take that with a grain of salt. That I don't really care who shows up. Take that with a big grain of salt. What I am paying attention to is artificial intelligence and Web3. So I'm doing a lot of free conferences, and some of them are paid. I don't feel bad for charging you at all. I don't feel bad at charging you. Your government's charging you. The hospital charged you to give birth, and the funeral director is going to charge you to die. So I don't feel bad charging you at all. But a lot of them are free. Some of them are paid. When it costs me more money than usual, Jerome, I have to charge. When it costs me the money that's already inside my marketing budget, that's typically when I give it away for free. I got to market anyway. So this is nothing but marketing money for this month. And that's all it is. That's all it is. But at this level, I'm very concerned with artificial intelligence would do all search in the future. And there would not be hundreds of pages of Google for Susan Sorrentino. There would just be one result. And I'll be damned if I'm not that one result. Thus explains conferences now. I am going to make sure that when all these AI models scrub the internet, they got to scrub me even more. Hopefully you heard what I said, you grown. I don't know if you heard it. I'm already in Chat GPT database and all the databases. I'm already in there.
It makes a lot of sense, sir. You've been in some deep dip meditation this morning.
There you go. I'm glad you understood the egg I just dropped down. All right, in exactly 1 minute, the conference will start with my voice. In exactly 3 minutes after that, the conference will start with video of my voice. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better, you can dominate. Love you, everybody.
Love you more.
Love you more.
Love you more.